Hello there, my name is Annie and I am going to read your tarot today. Let's see what you need to hear today. It is with my intention that this reading finds you when you need it and that the messages resonate and flow. Thank you for spending this time with me. Let's go. All right, what do they need to hear right now? Two of Swords. Ooh. Nine of Cups. Whoa. Father of Pentacles, also the King of Pentacles. All right, so let's begin from this side over. This is the Two of Swords to begin. The Two of Swords, it kind of talks about, I guess like these two things, these two opposing things coming together. I feel like swords have to do with things that are on the mind. So, these two things, they seem to be clashing, right? And what's interesting though is that there's this little, I don't know, is it the sun? But it looks like almost like an eclipse, right? Like the moon is, blocking the sun from view. Or is it, like a little ball of fire, ember? Regardless, I do think that's kind of some interesting thing, right? Like everything is coming out. Or it's like the swords are pointing in this direction, the arrows, this little whatever this is, the background seems to also be important. So it's like perhaps these two things that have been on your mind, they're clashing somehow, and like this is the intersection of them both, and like whatever that is, like is this kind of fireball that is starting. What's interesting is right next to it, that if that's the sun, this is the moon, right? If that's the sun blocked by the moon too. That's interesting. And this is now a crescent moon, and the Nine of Cups. Cup stands for, water, our emotions, our relationships. And here, what I'm seeing is, it's not like the typical kind of the Rider-Waite where it's like, they've got all of the 9 cups, but it's almost as if there's still one missing here. Here, it's a pretty balanced situation we've got, and the moon is this last one. So, it does seem like there's a pretty good balance here, even though we're not fully to that 10, a perfect 10. It's like maybe our intuition, is still, fulfilling us and like driving us towards what we need to know, especially to be emotionally kind of fulfilled. But I think the juxtaposition is interesting once again, right? It's like this colored sun is like trying to shine out here. Something's blocking it. And then we've got the moon, so it's like a period of time after it's full, as if it was blocking it. Then, at this point, that's when we can like reflect, right? This is in black and white, and then we've got some color here. So it's like, we're going to be meditating, thinking about the stuff, and, it'll be unblocked. When it's unblocked, that's kind of what we'll be thinking. And you'll be thinking about all the 9 cups that you have already, what each of those mean. And you're quite fulfilled, there's a good balance between everything. And if I look at this a little bit further, I'm almost given like a little mirror in a way. Like I'm looking at the outline of, how all these things kind of go, and it's like that's like the outside, and then, there's the water that can act as reflection inside. Whatever that may be. Moving on to the Father of Pentacles, this is the King of Pentacles, and I mean, this is a hard-working energy. This is a provider, the ultimate provider. You know, pentacles are things on the earthly realm, so, you know, a lot of earthly things, right? Money, finances, stability. That is what I get from this, and, you know, that's the father figure of, you know, that suit, right? The father, and, you know, this, I don't know, are they called stags? An antler, reindeer, moose, whatever they are. The horns are in rainbow, you know, and again, it's like this pentacle's coming from above. It's like we are trusting our higher kind of chakras, you know, everything's kind of in alignment. Those are the colors, and, you know, things are coming from our crown. You know, that's where all these inspiration, and that's where we can, you know, receive messages, and then we can ground them through the earthly realm and bring that to life so that we can bring abundance and provide for our family. This is the Four of Wands. This is quite interesting, the imagery here. I mean, it looks kind of like a portal, right? Like, not only the lines out here, but then the way that the wands are, you know, crafted, and then inside what's coming from there too, you know, also looks like it's just everything. It looks like there's like a portal to something, you know. And the Four of Wands, typically it's like, it talks about like partnership and, you know, happy like marriages, and, you know, like perhaps, you know, there's like a new, and that's like a new phase of life, right? And so that's what I kind of see through here, right? When you step through this, like, you're going to enter a different phase of your life. You'll kind of be portaled through that in the marriage kind of scenario, right? Like, one day, you know, you are not bonded to another. I mean, in the traditional kind of sense. But then the next day you do, or for legal purposes anyways, right? That is like a certain difference. Maybe your last name is different. That is also, you know, something different, a different identity in a way. Not a bad thing at all whatsoever. You know, people change their identities with a haircut. I cut my own bangs. My aesthetic kind of changed a little bit. And you know what? It's good to kind of switch it up on the earthly realm, you know, step into new portals and see, you know, what awaits you. That's what keeps life exciting and, you know, something to look forward to and live for. Here, again, it's like I've got this portal image again, you know, it's everything kind of is going through this in this direction. You know, like this, it's the spider web, but, you know, it's the spider that has been weaving this web, you know, so intricately, and, you know, hard at work and not stopping. That's kind of what the Eight of Pentacles is too, you know, it's like we're putting in the work and we're effortless, you know, like we are hard at work, you know, going diligently, you know, building and building and building until we've created this little web that we've weaved, and can use for, you know, whatever purposes, you know, as a nest, as a way to capture food, so that we can provide for our loved ones. And it could be anything, this metaphor of this web, right? What is something that you need to catch, right? What is something that you've been manifesting and working towards, you know, slowly? I believe, you know, you're going to step into this portal and, you know, you're going to start to see the benefits, and your hard work is paying off. You're going to reap those rewards. If there's anything else I kind of want to mention, it is these two again, right? Like, these lines are coming out of it. Here it was blocked, but here it's like the pentacle is shining through, and now we've got the colors, you know, coming from the crown, you know, of this Father of Pentacles. and it's not blocked anymore. We can see through it, you know. And perhaps this gave me a little vision of an eye. I was looking at it in this way, right? So it's like the portal. You'll be able to see through. And you're going to go through this portal, and your hard work is going to pay off. All right? That was your reading. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Bye.